Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Guess who is doing a tea time on Mother's Day? It is me, Dr. Yabo from Atlanta. I'm doing a tea time with one of my favorite women. One of my favorite women. We're doing a tea time today. We chose Mother's Day for a reason because we want to bless you women out there. We want to bless you women out there. Let me move my tea closer and balance myself. We want to bless you mothers out there with some words of wisdom today. Yeah, we want to do that. So how is everybody doing today? I hope you guys have been pampered. Those of you who are celebrating Mother's Day in the US, right? Because not all of us, my sisters in Africa and in Europe and other parts of the world are not celebrating Mother's Day today. But for those of you who are, happy Mother's Day. I'm going to bring Dr. Moni on now and we will just start. So everybody, please, please, please tag your friends, tag all the mothers out there, all the women out there. Hi, Dr. Moni. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, happy Mother's Day.
Was Mother's Day last month in Nigeria?
I was in March.
March. Okay. So
yes.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been fun. My family has spoiled me today. You saw us that we did a dancing video already.
That was fun.
After we did the practice a few times and I didn't get the dance moves, I'm like, it's okay. I don't have to get the dance moves. Let's just go and move. I say, you guys, as long as you guys can get the moves, I can just, do my own. It
was cute though.
When you are 52, it doesn't matter. At least just move the body. Oh, so happy Mother's Day, guys. So Dr. Moni and I decided to do this live on my tea time today to really come out and talk to you women again. You know how much love we have for you guys. Dr. Moni and I have a lot in common, a lot. So we're both doctors. We're both Nigerians. We're both mothers. Actually, we both have two daughters. Dr. Monisu has two daughters. I know that I inherited two stepsons from my husband, but I started off with two daughters. Dr. Moni is smart, and I'm very smart as well. Dr. Moni has a growth mindset. I have a growth mindset. We're both sponges. And why do I know Dr. Moni so much? Dr. Moni is a doctor. She's a cardiologist. Everybody just bow down to her now. Dr. Moni is a cardiologist of many years. So she's a doctor like me, but she also went back to get more training, to get her specialist training, and she deals with the heart. And Dr. Moni is very, very, of course, she's a specialist in cardiology. So she's very, very knowledgeable in heart disease, which again is the #1 killer of women. It is not anything else. It's heart disease that takes most women. So we're both doctors, we're both mothers, we're both wives, we both have two daughters, we're both smart, we both have a growth mindset. We both are business owners. It's getting sweeter. Okay?
Exactly.
It's getting sweeter because when you hear sweeter, you know that the person talking is Nigeria. It's sweet. Everything is sweet for us. Even if you're eating jollof rice, you say, this jollof rice is sweet. So we're both business owners, which means we are the minority when it comes to most doctors. We're also the minority when it comes to most women. Okay? And we've owned our businesses for a long time. Both of us. Dr. Moni, how long have you had your clinic?
10 years. Sorry, 10 years this year.
So both of us have had a business for 10 years or more, which again is a rarity in women. If you check the statistics out there, many women open businesses of all types, but many of those businesses do not last, unfortunately. So we're going to dig into all of those things today. So we're both business owners, offline and online, because when you say you own an offline business, there's no business offline that doesn't have an online component, guys. So we own the businesses. She, more than 10 years old, and then we both have online businesses. We both have online coaching businesses that are thriving and doing well. Okay.
Exactly. We have
So,
so much in common, Dr. Yabo.
we
It's
do.
amazing.
We do. We have a lot in common. And this is why I thought, you know what, who would be my ideal guest for Mother's Day? And I thought Dr. Moni would be an ideal guest because, again, being Black women, obviously, most of our community is Black. We love white women. We love Hispanics. We love, if Dr. Moni and I are very open-minded. We can coach anyone. We can talk to anyone. But being Black women, most of our community is Black. And there's a lot of work that we Black women need to do. And the work starts from within. So Dr. Moni, introduce yourself. Tell people what our topic is and why we even chose this topic. I need to put my fan on.
Okay, so hello everyone. As Dr. Yabo said, my name is Dr. Monisola Danijo. I'm a cardiologist. I've been a doctor for 23 years and I've been a cardiologist for 13 years. I run my offline or brick and mortar clinic called Naveen Healthcare that has been in existence for the past 10 years. I'm also a heart health coach, okay, and I have an online heart health coaching business where I help professional men and women change their lifestyle to prevent heart disease, and of course they lose weight in the process. Now, till date, I've helped almost 30 people to achieve this, through this business I started in August last year. August last year. I started this business August last year. It's not even up to a year, and I've helped so many people. So that's me in a nutshell.
So yes, so that's what we're here for today, really. And if you guys look at the topic, we want to talk about skill mastery. We want to talk about self-worth and self-esteem in women, creativity in women, and the magic word, patience.
Patience.
A lot of women don't have that, unfortunately. You, at a glance, you'll think that women are more patient than men, but I don't know about everything. But when it comes to business and money and finances, women are impatient. Men are more patient. Yeah, men are more
I
patient.
agree.
So, Dr. Moni, we're both doctors and we're also very creative people. We're good writers, we're good speakers. We've tapped into our creativity aside from, the practice of medicine. How did we come about that? We're mastering our skills. We're mastering our, and I don't want to say we've mastered because nobody, we both know we can't finish mastering until the day we go back to heaven when we're 105, right? So, what is skill mastery and why does every woman need to master their creative skills?
That's a beautiful question. Now, all of us were born with some kind of skill. Most times we assume our education is our skill. We assume that what we went to school to study is our skill, and that's not correct. Most of us were born with a certain kind of skills, okay? I know how to help people. I know how to speak and people will listen and follow me, okay? I know I have that skill. And skill mastery simply means, first of all, you identify the skill you have, and then you find a way to learn more and improve, hone those skills, and you continue learning and honing. You can never finish learning. You learn every day from anybody and anybody, from anywhere and everywhere, as long as your skill keeps on getting better. And you're using this skill to help humanity, because it's not just for you to have the skill, okay? It's for you to learn this skill, hone the skill, keep on mastering the skill, and using this skill to help humanity. So I think that's just it in a nutshell.
Wonderful. As you were talking, I already have 3 follow-up questions for you. You said skill mastery starts with identifying your skill. How do you identify your skill? 8 out of 10 women, or maybe 9 out of 10 women who come to my DM, who they say, okay, how can you help me make money? I said, I'll help you make money by monetizing your skills. And their quick answer is, but I don't have any skills.
That's not correct. Everybody has a skill. Now, a good way to know what your skills are is, what do people defer to you for? When it's time to do something, who do they call on? Take, for example, your skill may be organizing parties and you don't even know. You've organized all your friends' children's parties. You've organized all your husband's company parties, but you still think you don't have a skill. For some people, it's counseling, giving people words of wisdom. There's some people that whenever there's a problem somewhere, call Mrs. XXY. She knows exactly how to advise people. Some people is how to match colors, how to dress up. I don't know how to style my house. I have no idea what pillow goes anywhere, what painting to pick. There's some women that just know instinctively. I know how to dress myself. I know how to do all these things. Some women have no clue. So the truth is that we all have a skill. Some people is parenting. My sister is a beautiful parent. As in, sometimes I'm like, gosh, can I give you my children for like a week so you can help me sort them out? She's such a fantastic mom. Some women don't even know that even being a mom is a skill. How to parent is a skill. In fact, the skills are endless. Some people it's cooking. Some people it's endless. Everybody has a skill. Everybody has a skill.
Okay, I hope you guys heard that from Dr. Moni's mouth. You have a skill. So if you're a nurse and you're coming to my DM and telling me you don't have any skills, please, I'm on my knees. I don't want to hear it anymore, because it actually makes me feel really sad. I'm telling you. Do you know how many nurses, even doctors, will come to my DM and they'll say, but what do you mean creative skills? I don't have anything I can teach anyone. You've heard Dr. Moni. Dr. Moni, my next question for you is, you said you identify the skill, you start making it better. How do they make it better? Mm-hmm. How do they make it better?
Wow. By reading, by watching videos, and the ultimate is by paying someone to teach you. See, it's good to read books. It's fantastic to watch videos. But this may sound cliche, but it's just the truth. You need a coach. I've had all sorts of coaches. Dr. Yabo, I've had a grammar coach. I've had a public speaking coach. I've had an offline business coach, sales coach, marketing coach, social media coach, online business coach, aka you. So I have personal trainers, I have a fitness coach, I have a nutrition coach. In fact, if I count the number of people that have coached me, they're not less than 10 on different aspects of my life. Okay, you need to learn from people who have gone before. Why do you need someone that has gone before to help you? They help you collapse time. The things that I have learned that has taken me 10 years to learn, I can coach you and you will learn it in 10 weeks. I have helped you save 9 years and some because I have coached you. So it's great to read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos, but it's also important for someone to teach you once you've identified your skill, to teach you how to improve that skill. And then you watch others as well. It may just be somebody in your neighborhood. Oh, this woman, I like the way she combines her outfits. Okay, how can I, things like that. So it's really important for you to search for knowledge. Okay, search for knowledge. And once you have acquired this knowledge, so some people have a quest for searching for knowledge and it never ends. You have imbibed all this knowledge. Implement, sister. Some people are addicted to learning. I have a few friends like that. They've been to every seminar. They paid international coaches, local coaches, Oyibo coaches, black coaches. Oh yeah, sister, all these things you've learned, implement. It now becomes story. And that's where confidence comes in. Because sometimes you just think, you just keep on learning. You learn. And then when it's now time to implement, you freeze. And then you now use learning as an excuse not to implement what you have learned.
That statement you just made is gold. Gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, women, if you're listening, because that's actually the story of many, 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 many women. And it brings me to the third question I wrote down when you were talking before. You said you identify your skills, you get there, you get those skills better, and then you use those skills to help humanity. So, my question to you is, how is somebody who has low self-worth and doesn't even feel that their skills are worthy, how are they going to feel they're going to use it to help humanity? That's where the problem, that women have blocks
Yes.
at many stages. So even
Mm-hmm.
after they've learned and learned and learned, like you said, some women will have a PhD, they have MBAs, and they still don't feel they're enough. They still want to take this course, that course, this international coach, listen to this speaker, do the, but they're not implementing. You look at their Instagram page, there's like 3 posts on there, but they're still doing courses, courses, courses. How are they ever going to step out to use those things to help humanity?
Honestly, I think it's a cultural problem. I think it's how we were raised, especially our generation. I think it's us that are now teaching our girl children self-worth, self-esteem. You can do it, you're good. When most of us were younger, it was always, you're not as good as the boys. It was always defer to the boys. It was always, oh, don't talk too much. You're a woman. Keep quiet. Let the men talk. If you talk too much, people will think you're pushy. If you're too ambitious, nobody will marry you. Because I had that problem. When I first left medical school, my mom bought me a brand new car. I was single, I was a doctor, and I was driving a brand new Toyota around Lagos. And her friends used to tell her, this girl will not find a man to marry. Why did you give her a brand new car? Why did you do all these things? And people tell me then, they used to tell me, you're too outspoken. Someone actually told me, why do you behave like a man? Nobody will want you. Nobody wants to marry you. You need to tone down your ambition. Don't tell people you want to make money. Don't tell people you want to. So when you
Wow.
keep hearing that from a young age, even when you have gone to school, you have all these great things you have done, it's easy to want to minimize. And even I had that problem. Remember Dr. Yabo?
Yeah.
I had that problem because you used to tell me, what are you saying, Dr. Money? And I'd be like, would anybody, because I used to ask you, would anybody pay me money to teach them how to eat? And you used to say, Dr. Money, people need you. I'm like, The first time I got a coaching client, as in, I was like, somebody paid me to teach. And you were like, of course, people want what you have. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's from our upbringing and what the society keeps telling us. And we need to change the narrative. And that's part of why we're doing this live, such that women need to know that you being outspoken is not being aggressive. You wanting something better for yourself is not being too ambitious. You wanting a better life is not you being an angry Black female. It's just you wanting to be, to amount to something, not just somebody's appendage. Not just, oh, who is she? She's Mrs. This. No, don't know me as Mrs. I'm happily married. I love my husband, but I'm not an appendage. I'm a human being as well. And I teach my children that all the time because I have 2 teenage girls. One is 18, the other is 15. And I'm like, you guys should aspire to whatever level you want to aspire to. Because, apart from being a woman, you're a human being. And I tell my friends, I don't see myself as female. I don't see gender. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see gender. I just see a human being. So if you are a man, why can't I talk to you? If I'm a woman, why do you address me as madam or something, and you address my husband differently? Or I greet you, don't answer. Or we go and eat, and they automatically give my husband the bill.
Oh.
And he's like, no, she's the one that holds my cards, and he pushes the bill to me. The waiters always look shocked.
Yes.
And they're like, why is madam holding? Look, they're like, how? And I'm like, well, that's your problem, as in that's your problem.
You've said a lot, Dr. Moni. Thank you for everything you've said. I'll start from the back. So when I was divorced for 10 years, and of course my practice was doing well, and I was enjoying the traveling with my daughters and enjoying my life, flying here, flying there, flying without fail, Dr. Moni. Every time I booked a hotel reservation, every time, even if I had called on the phone to speak with somebody and they heard that I was a woman, when the confirmation came, it will say Mr. I will call them and say, hello, but didn't you just speak with me? I'm a woman. I'm doctor. Just put doctor or put Miss or Mrs. I'm not a man. They'll say, oh, we're so sorry, we've corrected it. We get to the hotel room. My daughters will even be the first ones to notice. They'll just start laughing like, look, mom, they still think you're a man. Because some hotels, when you get there, the TV, they'll put your name there.
The TV has welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It will still say, welcome, Mr. Okuobi.
Yeah.
So to me, I just feel like, again, that's a gender thing. Like, okay, it's only the men that book vacations. It's only the men that can afford vacations. It's only the men that will be able to book, So that's one of the things that happens too, that we need to start teaching. We need to speak up. And Dr. Moni and I cannot speak to the whole world. We need more voices, We need more voices. We need more Black female voices, we need more voices. People look at me and they think I'm one outspoken woman. I'm actually not that. I'm very shy. I'm very, 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 in real life, I'm very shy. Let me see, I think that was Claire that just walked in, my bestie for life. Claire knows that I'm shy in real life, but when I'm passionate about something, I'll speak up. Women, Dr. Moni and I can do it all. Me and Dr. Moni and Dr. Olan, Tammy and Esther and all these people who are showing up. We can't talk to 8 billion people. We need more Black female voices to come out and speak. So that was one example. I want to go back before I go to the next topic of self-worth. When you were talking about that you've had public speaking coaches, fitness coaches, business coaches, all of that. All of those coaches, did you pay them or did they coach you for free?
Oh my God. So I've paid every single coach I have. I'm still currently paying my fitness coach now. Now, the very first coach I paid, I actually liquidated my investment funds to pay her. And I did that. I can't even tell. I can't tell anybody how much I paid this lady to coach me. She is a life coach, and she's still my friend till tomorrow. And I paid her that money, and that I can say that was the biggest investment I ever made, because paying her that money paved the way to what I am today. Because we used to have such in-depth conversations. She held me accountable. We did a lot of exercises. I realized all things that were holding me back. You know what it means to hire a life coach.
Yes.
And that has, because of her, I'm doing things I never would have done. Doors are opening. Even my husband is like, what happened to you? This is not the person I married. I'm like, guy, you better, if you don't shape up, I'll leave you behind. I'm gone. And he's like, funny enough, women always assume that when they become more confident, men would run away. And
nope.
And
they will not run away.
For the man I live with, I've been married for 19 years. I've known him for the past 21 years. He finds it really, really sexy. Oh my God, my wife is this. And he goes on and on. He tells people, have you met my wife? She's the best cardiologist in Nigeria. And people are like, and he's like, yes. Have you heard her speak? Have you met my wife?
Yes.
Meet my wife. That's her Instagram handle. That's her website. Talk to my wife. And and people are like, this is your wife. You know how Africans are. I hope she has not given you something to eat. And he goes, well,
they'll say you put jazz inside his pantry.
And he's like, well, if she'll give me something to eat, I like it. You should tell your wife to give me something to eat as well. You understand? Because I've always had a stutter. From when I was young, I've always had a stutter. And that was always a problem for me because I was always like, I can't speak in public because I stutter. So this lady was like, I can barely hear your stutter. But I'm like, I know, if I don't talk in a certain way, the stutter comes out. Or if I get really excited or I want to speak really fast and then, it starts. But this lady was so fantastic. She helped me through all my insecurities and things like that. And every coach I've had since then, they have built on the foundation that she laid. Because since I got that life coach, I've been open and ready to learn. And I realized that, okay, because I'm a doctor doesn't mean that I can't learn anything, because I've had my God. In fact, I've had graphics arts, training. I do graphic arts, I've had grammar coaching, speech. In fact, yes, I've had like more than 10 coaches over the years. And all this coaching matters started just before COVID. So I got my first coach December 2019, and she coached me till March 2020. So this was recent. It's not like, I did this 15, 20 years ago. This was recent.
So,
and I have paid, and I am still paying. I pay my fitness coach. When people hear how much I pay my fitness coach, they're like, huh? I'm like, the reason why I look this way is because I pay a fitness coach that amount of money to spend time with me. Because I've had people argue in their private homes that, oh, I did plastic surgery or liposuction. That's why I've lost so much weight and my body is so skinny. It's not true. I'm paying somebody. I pay him 3 times a week to whip my body into shape.
Isn't it amazing how women find an excuse for their own insecurities? I get that too. They come into my DM and they don't ask, have you had plastic surgery? They just say, who is your plastic surgeon?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's like,
and some
really?
say, and some say, oh, it's not likely, people don't lose weight and keep it off. I'm like, who says so? Oh, people, and they ask, oh, how old are you? I get that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They ask, how did you say you were? I said, I'm going to be 48 in a few weeks. I was born 26th of June, 1974. People are like, no, it's not possible. Can it come? And I'm like, it is what it is. Apart from the fact that I've been blessed with good genes, I take care of myself. I take care of my body.
I'm telling you, Dr. Moni, genes are less than 25% of everything. People like to hide behind genes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I take care of what?
Yeah. Haven't you seen all the studies they are doing recently that you can you can redesign
re-engineer everything. So I take care of everything I put in my body, from what my eyes see, to what my brain thinks about, to what I put in my mouth. I tell people, don't send me nonsense videos. I don't open videos. What is inside your video? Because I need to control what my eyes see. I don't watch the news because I'm tired. I don't want to see too much bad news. I listen to one news flash in the morning on my way to work, 30 minutes summary. This was happening in the world, and that's it. I don't keep the news scrolling in a never-ending loop because you'll just be sad. And honestly, I had to lose some friends. I had to lose some family members, some very important family members. I had to lose them just to control my mental diet. And, there's some people that once you shed the weight of some people, you just naturally start glowing sometimes because
your pimples will just clear up. I remember when I was going through my divorce, I had pimples like this.
Can you imagine?
I had never had pimples before. My pimples were like this. I'm like, what's causing all this? I went to see my dermatologist friend. As soon as I sat down there, she shook her head. She said, Yabo, you are stressed.
Exactly.
After my divorce, the pimples cleared. I didn't even have to use any. I was washing my face with, I don't even know which soap. I wasn't even using Lancome or what. I don't know what I was. The pimples cleared off. The first night I got divorced and I moved into a new apartment and I had my parents and my kids and I slept for like 12 or 14 hours straight. By the time I woke up in the morning, the pimples were already drying up. Honestly, like magic. Yeah. The pimples were already drying up. So stress is a bad thing. And most of the stress we bring on ourselves in this world is from other humans. Honestly, if you're stressed out, look at the people around you. Look at the people around you. So, Dr. Moni, I've been writing down a lot as you were speaking. So now, no, you said, so we talked about the coaches. You said you paid for them.
Mm-hmm.
How did you decide which coaches to hire? Because this one is a big problem. Because
Okay.
women, there's so many coaches out there. Women will say they try this coach, they try that coach. Some people are coaches, but they're practicing on you with the coaching. You know, it's like, okay, you go and hire somebody to teach you how to eat, but they themselves have not taught themselves how to eat. And they, you know, I look at people and I'm like, you are hiring a
Mm-hmm.
coach that is practicing on you, my dear. It's the blind
Okay.
leading the
So,
blind. So how did you decide? You know, and I know that's a tough question, but give us a little bit of insight on how did you choose those coaches in this big sea of coaches we have these days?
okay. So my very first coach, the story is really interesting. I saw my friend took a picture in front of a bookcase. And I messaged her, I was like, oh, I like this bookcase. And she goes, oh, that. She took the picture in her coach's office. And I was like, coach, it won't coach. She's like, no, that she teaches her how to rewire her mind. I'm like, are you okay? Did you have mental problems? You know, why do you need someone to help you rewire your mind? You know, and she was like, no. You know, but I now started studying my friend. And I realized that the way she thinks, you know, was completely different. Her outlook in life, you know, the way she takes things, you know, and I was like, oh my God, I want to think like her. So I now asked her again, so who is this coach? And she now gave me her coach's handle. And I started following this lady. And I listened to her speak once. And I was like, God, this woman has to coach me. But I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to get to her. I didn't know how to. So there was an event that she was supposed to be a speaker, a paid event, by the way. It wasn't a free event. So I went to the event with the sole mission to get this woman to notice me. So I paid for this event. I went for the event and I looked for her. So I found her and she you know, she had her session. She spoke to us and everything. That hall had like 2,000 women minimum. You know, she had her turn, she spoke and everything. And then they now said, okay, that let's break into, you know, small groups and let each speaker take a group. So of course, I made sure I was in her group and I sat in front and I made sure I asked questions. I made sure she noticed me. So after that, I went to meet her. I said, hello, ma'am, you know, I want you to coach me. And she was like, hey, okay, you know what? Come to my office tomorrow and, you know, let me talk to you. I'll tell you how much it costs to coach you. And if you think you want me to be your coach, then go ahead. So the following day, bright and early, I took time off work. I didn't go to work that Monday morning. I called in sick. I went to this lady's office, you know. She had people already waiting to see her. I waited patiently. It was my turn. I saw her. We had a conversation and she told me how much she charged. I was like, eh? I was like, hey. Okay. She now said, you know, I said, no, it's not a problem. That let me go home and think about it. So I got home. I thought about it. And I had this money, you know, in like a fixed investment fund. And I asked myself, okay, what are you saving this money for? To invest. What's the biggest thing you can invest in? It was like I was talking to myself. And, you know, I told myself, yourself. So the following morning, I called her. I said, can I have your bank details? And I broke that investment. I paid her that money. And I always tell people that is the best way I could have spent that money. Because
Wonderful.
she coached me from December to March. And, you know, because of her coaching, I become a completely different person. And I always be grateful to her. Every time I told her, even at our last session, I was like, you kind of know that you've acquired me as a junior sister, B, as in this relationship is not going to end here. So now we become family friends. We
You
become
see?
family friends, you know, we gist, you know, and I was even telling her the other day that, you know what, I think I need a few sessions. What are your new rates? I didn't take that relationship for granted. I asked her, what are your new rates? And she told me, and I'm like, okay, let me go and work hard in my coaching. I'll be back. I'll be back.
I
So
love
so
that
that's it.
story.
And that's how everything started.
I
And
love that
since then,
story. Yeah.
every coach I've hired, I've researched, I've researched, I've Googled, do you know this person? What do they do? Where, so you need to research the people that are coaching you. And what is their track record? Who have they helped? What have they done in their own personal lives that they can teach you to do in your own life? So it's not just, oh, I did a 6 months course in personal training. So therefore, I'm now a fitness coach. And so you can't know. I tell you, I've lived this healthy lifestyle for 12 years. So there's nothing I'm going to tell you, that I haven't done. And it's backed with science. I'm a cardiologist. So it's not just like I'm a random person. I know the science of everything I'm telling you. So, and of course, such coaches don't come cheap, because people come to my DM and say, oh, that why is your coaching not 2,000 naira? I'm like, okay, because, you cannot buy my experience off the shelf. I've been a doctor for a long time. I've been a doctor for longer than many people on this app have been born, have been alive. And it's true. 23 years of practicing medicine. It's a long time. It's a long time. And 12 years of being on this healthy lifestyle journey. Show me anybody that has been on this lifestyle journey longer than me, and I will respect that person. And hasn't fallen off the wagon and gained all the weight back. So that's it.
You guys see why I love to have a chat with Dr. Moni, because Dr. Moni and we can talk for the next 8 hours, because we're so, no. And you know what was it last night when I sent you a message, or this morning? I said, Dr. Moni, we're not practicing, right? There's nothing to practice. I said, Dr. Moni, we're not practicing, right? The topic, you've seen the topic, skill mastery. Dr. Moni said, she just started laughing. She's like, practice, kid. There's no need to practice, because what we're discussing is already imprinted in both our brains. So it's very simple, guys. We women, we like to complicate matters. I love that story you gave. You saw somebody who took a picture beside a bookshelf. You said, where was she? She told you where she was. You observed the person. You liked how she was conducting her life. You asked her who coached her. You went to the coach. So you saw somebody that you admired. You asked how they got to that personality. They told you they had a coach. You went to that coach, and you didn't care how much it was. You emptied your whole savings or your whole investment account. You invested in yourself. And look at you today. You're commanding clients, paying you $3,000 and up and higher and counting, and you're in Nigeria. Okay? So this is what I tell people. I love stories. I love using practical examples. I was interviewing a nurse practitioner yesterday, because I'm looking for a new nurse practitioner for my office. And I started with introducing myself. And she said, wait, stop. Did you just say you've had your practice for 19 years, or did you say 9 years? I said, no, 9. And she's like, out of all the people I've been interviewing, nobody has had their private practice for that long. I said, yeah. She's like, wow, kudos. How have you done that? I heard it's really tough to maintain a private practice. I said, yes, it's tough. I said, it's tough, but it's rewarding.
It's hard.
I said, it's hard, but it's my personality. I don't give up easily. Nothing good comes easy. She was like, wow, 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 So to what Dr. Moni was saying, Dr. Moni is a heart health coach, and she knows that I've told her many times that the $3,000 you're charging is too low. She knows. I've told her that the $3,000 she's charging as a cardiologist to teach heart health coaching should cost no less than $10,000. I don't care if 1 million people come to her DM and say it's too expensive. I don't care. But those who know the value will pay it, okay? I have increased my coaching, my business coaching up and up and up to 25,000. And yes, people are paying me the 25,000, those who know the value. And you'll be surprised that the people paying me the $25,000, they are not in America.
No.
They're in Nigeria, in
Yep.
West Africa. So those
Yep.
of you rude women out there who have no home training, Dr. Monique, I want to address two women who came to, I blocked them, so I don't even remember. They came to my feed and they saw my post, which I, promoted. And one of them said, "Are you mad? Are you mad? You want me to pay you 25,000 for coaching?" So of course I blocked her, because obviously we know who's mad, right? She's obviously the one who's a lunatic. And then the other one came and said, "Are you joking or is this serious? You want me to pay you before you give me any results?" So I blocked that one too. And I closed my eyes and I prayed for them that God in heaven, may you please
Touch them.
May you please touch them. May you please open their eyes. May you please remove them from their chronic poverty. They're not just poor in money, but they're poor in everything, in emotional intelligence, in manners, in everything. Because even if you think somebody's coaching is expensive, you don't go to their feed. It's like coming into my house and then
It's not only coaching. It's not only coaching. I just think social media and smartphones have given people the audacity to type things, because they think, they're anonymous. The truth is that I come across people a lot on Instagram and on the internet that I don't agree with what they say. I don't like, the way they come across. And I just keep on moving. There's some people I block prophylactically. So some people, I see you and I'm like, okay, I don't like this way this woman is talking. And I don't even go and say, what's wrong with you? No, I just block so that we won't even cross paths. And it's okay not to agree with somebody. Even Jesus Christ, some people didn't agree with him. And it's fine. But, we don't need to be so negative and be so toxic.
Oh my gosh. So you wonder why people are struggling and why they're so bitter. It just shows that woman now coming to my feed saying, "Are you mad?" If I was a fly on the wall in her home or in her life is probably chaotic. And she's,
but honestly,
but
she asked a question and the answer is really no.
She
asked a question, no. She asked, "Are you mad?" And the answer is no, ma.
Make. She was like one stupid 25-year-old.
But that there are lots of fake accounts that just go around trolling people.
They are. But this one, I saw her post there. She was a Nigerian woman. Even if you don't know my age, right? Many people see me and they think I'm 35, I'm 38, I'm whatever. Before, you can't just assume. Even if it's Moni, my daughter's page she went to, nothing gives you the audacity to disrespect anybody. There are many coaches out there who charge 100,000.
The internet and smartphones have made people think they're anonymous and they can say anything to anybody. So I have learned to just ignore such people. So for example, I'm on Instagram and I see something and I see a post I don't like. I'm like, oh, why am I seeing this post? And I just block the person. Simple. I don't want to see this post on my page. I now don't go and say, what's wrong with you? Why are you on my page? Why are you doing this? Because the truth is that, you cannot agree with everybody on the internet.
No.
And the same way everybody on the internet cannot agree with you. So, it's okay. I don't even dwell on such people.
Oh, Mike, I just block, I laugh, I block, and because my peace is at 52 years old. If you don't have peace,
yeah,
because I've been through seesaw up and down. Right now, anything that even slightly tries to take my peace away, I run away from it quickly.
Makes life easy.
Oh, it makes life easy. So there's a question there, but there was something I wanted to ask about. So I do want to give this advice to women, okay? Because I think I've put it on a reel before. I think it was a joking reel when I said I would just drink my water. If you come to my DM, or you go to Dr. Moni's DM and she says her coaching is a certain price. So you come to me and I say my coaching is $15,000, $25,000. Okay. And we say we don't have a discount. Don't keep begging us to reduce our price. You know what you should do? I want to make life easy for you. Just go and look for a coach that charges less. You know, guys, because at the end of the day, you can't make a coach reduce from 25,000 to 5,000 for you because you think you're special, you know? So make your life easy. Just say, thank you, I can't afford you now, maybe later, and go off and look for a coach that charges 5,000. You coming to my DM 10 times to beg me to reduce 25,000 to 5,000, you know what that's doing? You're stealing your peace. Right, Dr. Moni, isn't that good advice? Because I can even understand if they say, okay, give me $500 discount, but they'll say, oh, I only can afford $2,000. Oh, okay.
So how I see it is that when you want to buy a handbag, because I love fashion, you can either shop in Gucci, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, or you can go to the outlet. You can buy it, you can get a discount coupon, or you can go to Coach, or you can go to Best Buy or Walmart to buy a handbag. It's still a handbag. Yes. You will still carry your stuff in it.
Yes.
When I travel, because I live in Lagos, Nigeria, when I'm in the US, I don't bother entering those really expensive stores. When I know that I change Naira to USD. So I look for the store that is in my price range. I try and get a coupon. I go to the outlet mall. And even when I get to the store, if the bag I want, a really nice tote bag, is 1,000. I don't have 1,000. Don't you have a shoulder bag or a wallet? And if that one is 200, I just generally pay for that. You don't go to Gucci and start shouting, why is your bag $2,000?
Dr. Moni, that's a perfect example.
So I honestly don't get upset. You know, few things annoy me these days, and that's the truth.
Me too.
Few things. So it's fine. It's okay. You know, I totally understand. You may, you know, I have some free stuff. You know, I have free videos. I have a free ebook. Let's start from there. Watch my videos. My videos are very educational. If you are serious, before I paid you for coaching, I used to watch your videos on YouTube and on Instagram. Watch the videos, you know, while you learn some things. Okay, let me do this. I listen to free podcasts all the time. I listen to Kelly Roach. I listen to John Maxwell. I listen to Rob Dial. I listen to free podcasts. So it's okay. Because I know that in my right mind, I cannot go and meet Kelly Roach today and say, please, ma, come and coach me. As in, you understand? She's even on Igbo. She'll be like, who's ma'am? I'm no ma'am. But, you know, I listen to her podcast. I watch her. I go to her page. I watch her marketing tips and things like that. I learn, you know, Jim Quick as well, Brandon Butchard, all these Oyibo coaches that I know I can't afford to pay. I consume all their free stuff. And honestly, that alone, if you are serious and if you really, really want to improve yourself, there's so much value in those free things. And I was telling, you know, a friend of mine the other day that there's somebody's, you know, convention I want to go for. And the truth is that I need to save all my Nigerian Naira, save my life savings before I can gather the money to go for that convention. But it's a 2-year plan. So it's fine. You know, it's really okay. Even my clinical consultation, not even just coaching. People come to my clinic and go, so just to see you and talk to you, I have to charge this amount of money. You know, and because of that, I started hanging my diplomas on the wall, all my certificates. I have a wall of fame. where I put all my certificates, all my, everything. So I direct people to that wall, and my staff do that as well. That see all these big, big certificates. That's what you're paying for. That's what you're paying for. So
You
that's
will
it.
be here. All of you that are complaining, I always tell you, you're still complaining about 25,000. Okay. So what about when I start charging 100,000 next year?
My chest.
Because my value is priceless. I can't even put a price on my value. If I were really, honestly, right now, if I were to put a price on the value that I give, I would charge each woman minimum of $1 million. Honestly, Dr. Moni, if she was really, really wanting to put value on her heart health coaching, she would charge you guys $1 million each. Why?
Because honestly, I'm saving you from dying.
You got it out. You see how we're sisters, we're two peas in a pod? Because at the end of the day, heart attacks and heart disease is the #1 killer of women. There's a woman on Instagram who I won't say her name. A lot of us know her, and I hope she's healing. I hope she's well. I hadn't seen her for a while, and I had her cell phone number. So I sent her a message. I don't know. She's younger than me. She may be in her late 30s or early 40s. Pardon me if you're watching this live and you know who I'm talking about. I don't know your age, but honestly, guessing, I think you're in your late 30s, early 40s. She said, Dr. Yabo, you won't believe I had a heart attack. This woman is about my size. On Instagram, she worked out all the time. She was always doing her exercises, everything. She had a heart attack, but she had had some stressful life events that happened I won't say what it was around that time. So, if Dr. Moni says, okay, I'm a cardiologist and I trained for 20 something years and I can help you live better, and I practice that in my life, and she says, pay $1 million, you pay it. You should pay it. If you want to earn millions, if you want to earn a lot of money, and you hear that, oh, Dr. Yabo, she's a pediatrician, but she has a practice that she's maintained for 19 years. Meanwhile, most practices like hers fail within 5 years, and she's been making 7 figures, millions every year in that practice for 14 years. And they say, oh, but she charges $1 million. You should pay it. I'm not saying I'm going to charge $1 million, but that's so. Some of you are still having seizures and epilepsy over 25,000. What are you going to do next year when my price goes up to 100K for 8 weeks? What are you going to do? And you see people paying it. So rather than fretting and getting mad at yourself and getting upset, how about you join the people who are elevating and doing all of this? Because fast forward 5 years, if you see me on under Oprah's oak tree, and then you see Dr. Moni under Oprah's oak tree, and you see Tammy under Oprah's oak tree, and Dr. Olabo, these women and Esther, and you start seeing all of the women I've coached under Oprah's oak tree, then you say, Chai, remember when and then they'll now start talking, right? When
I knew that woman, no.
Oh, I knew when her coaching was 6,000 now. Did you hear her? Did you hear her and all the coaches she coached? Did you hear how they're all commanding 100,000? Do you know that happens a lot in life? But women, they will watch. All of what you said you were learning from those coaches and all of the YouTube videos and everything you were doing, Dr. Moni, what did you do with it? You said you learn. Were you just learning it and storing it and preserving it in your brain?
You need to take massive action. So, you get a coach, your coach, like, okay, so for example, when I had a sales coach, we had our sessions, and because he used to coach me on Saturdays. So we had our sessions on Saturdays, and Monday morning I get to work, I train my staff, we implement everything that he taught me on Saturday. Because the more you implement, the more you practice, the better you get. The more you implement what you have learned, the better you get. So If you have learned something and it's in your notebook, knowledge is not power. I can't remember which coach says that. I have so many of them in my head now. I can't remember the person, said knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Implementing the knowledge is the real power.
And that statement is power.
And you can't implement knowledge if you don't have self-confidence.
Aha.
And you need to understand that it's not the day you implement the knowledge that you reap the benefits. Everything takes time.
Aha.
It's not the first sales call you make that somebody would buy. My sales coach used to tell me, if you want to sell 10 products, you need to talk to 1,000 people.
Aha. It's a numbers game.
Let's assume that only one person will trust you enough to give you their money.
It is a numbers game.
So you want to sell something to someone. And doctors, nurses on this life, healthcare is a business. Having a practice is like owning a bag store. You still have to do sales. You still have to do marketing. So don't just go and say, oh, I'm a doctor. I'll just sit down. My first few years of business, I used to think I'm a big doctor. All I'll just do is open my clinic and everybody will come rushing.
No.
Can you see how I'm blinking? Sometimes I'll be like, wow, what's going on here? What is happening? But with all that, we still didn't close up. We're still learning. We're still reiterating. We're okay, let's try it this way. Maybe, and this is what people don't like. Let's try it that way. Maybe if we do this, if we do that. And, all of a sudden, things started changing in the business. So you can't say, oh, okay, you're not making sales in your business. Okay, how many people have you spoken to today about your business? Nobody. Oh, How many people have you called that, oh, you're selling bags? When you're at a party, do you carry your handbags? So people will ask, oh, this your handbag is fine. Oh, I make them. And then you pitch. I used to be ashamed of talking about my business because I used to feel it was beneath me. I'm a doctor. What am I telling people about? But I had to unlearn that fast.
Yes.
And that's why many female businesses fail, because men talk about their businesses all the time.
Oh.
When you see two men, even if men are drinking, they're talking about money. Even if men are in the club, forget the fact that they carry women to the club. Leave that one. The men are talking. Let me tell you, the business deals that have been closed over beer.
Oh, yes.
Are more than the ones that have been closed in a boardroom.
Yes.
So, when men gather, yes, sometimes they gossip and all that, but they discuss business. Okay, I have 10 containers of shoe on the high seas. Someone will say, I have a shop, bring your shoe. And before you know it, they've talked marketing, distribution, they've exchanged everything. When women come together, we talk about how somebody bought Ashwebi. Who does she think she is? And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not in a circle of people discussing how to improve your lives, if all you discuss Monday is hair, unless you are selling hair or you're selling hair products, what you discuss is more hair on Monday. On Tuesday, you abuse somebody that her husband just bought her a new diamond ring. On Wednesday, you are beefing someone that they just bought Range Rover. On Friday, you are discussing God knows what. Because just remove those friends from your lives, because all of you will not progress together.
Dr. Moni, I like how you talk, you crack the joke, that you keep a straight face. Everything you're saying is true.
I make intentional friendships.
Me too.
If I'm your friend, I always tell people, if I'm your friend, first of all, there's a certain amount of intellect. If I'm your friend, you must be very smart, because I have a problem with people that don't stimulate my brain.
Another thing we have in common.
If I meet you, you know,
common.
if I meet you, you know, and we're having a conversation, and you know, you keep talking about shoe and bag. Okay, I'll lose your number. I'll just not save it. But if I'm your friend, you know, and I'm learning from you, and I'm happy for you to learn from me as well, whether male, female, Hispanic, Japanese, Chinese, I don't care. You know, tall, short, dark, poor, rich, I don't care. As long as I'm learning from you, and I'll happily learn, I'll happily teach you as well. I have a particular friend. He joined this live, you know, a few minutes ago. If he's still here, he knows it's him I'm talking about. He's much younger than me. You know, he's about 13 years younger than me. And I'm his friend because I like the way he runs his family. I like the way, you know, I like the way he treats his wife. I like the way, I always tell him, when I see you, I learn about love. And that's why I'm his friend. So everything is not always about money or whatever. You know, there's some people like that. There's some people that I'm their friends because I have a particular friend who I've been her friend for 15 years. And I have never seen this woman angry before. I've never heard her raise her voice before. I've never seen her panic. There was a day we were traveling to Dubai on some trip, and they left her luggage, you know, in the airport. They didn't carry it on the carousel, so it wasn't checked in. We were about to board the plane. Luckily, her name was on the bag, and then somebody came and said, "Oh, they found this bag lying around in Lagos airport," and she was like, "I checked it in." Apparently, the bag handlers forgot to put it on the thing. And she was so calm. She was like, "Okay, so what do I do? Are you going to check it in here?" Me, I was like, "Yeah, what's going to happen? They forgot your bag." And she was, "No, Moni, why are you?" This is how she was talking, you know, "Why are you upset? You know, they'll sort it out." You know? And she sat down calm. Me, I was like, "Oh, so, when we boarded the plane and we got to Dubai, I was just looking at this woman like this, and we got to the hotel room because we shared the room. I was like, "Babes, how do you do it?" And she goes, "What would my anger have solved?" I was like, "Yay, yay." So tomorrow I tell her, the day I'm like you, that day I'll stop being your friend. But I'm not sure that day is going to come because I have too much action.
And if you look at that kind of woman, she probably used to be very angry before, and she saw that it didn't work. Because people learn from, you know, from how they were.
I've known this woman since 2004, and I've never heard her raise her voice above speaking level.
Wow.
So, you know, friendships and associations are extremely intentional, and they can make or mar you. If you're in a group of confident women, even if you're not confident, you will learn how to be confident.
Oh, yes.
If you're in a group of people who all they do is pull people down, then definitely, you know, all of you pulling people down and yourselves down as well.
That is so true. It's like you and I, really, we're friends now, and we're really like colleagues now. I think before it was just like we were Instagram friends. And I'm going to confess about something I haven't really said out in the open, but I do want to say today to make women realize that you can elevate with whatever, you can become whoever you want if you're intentional and you're proactive in your own life. Dr. Moni, yes, she's my coaching client, but honestly, is she really my coaching client? She joined my membership. You guys know that I had a membership, right? Where women, I don't even remember, they were paying $40 a month or $60 a month or whatnot. I had it for a while, but the model didn't really work for me because Dr. Moni and I discussed this many times. It didn't work for me because I didn't feel like the women who were on there were progressing or learning anything. Because honestly, what you invest in something, the higher the money you invest in something, the more serious you're going to take it. for the most part, but Dr. Moni is a unicorn. You guys just stay with me. I'm coming to something here. So she signed up for my membership. And honestly, out of the whole group, I have to say that she was the best out of the whole group. If you were in the membership and that offends you, I can't help you. Me, I say it as it is. Dr. Moni didn't really even she didn't really need my coaching, really. I knew what she needed and I gave it to her. Yeah, we'll talk of you. You know that you didn't really need my coaching, but what she needed, I knew what she needed. I gave it to her and she used that knowledge to the best of her ability. I can't even describe how, Dr. Moni has used that knowledge over and over. We have remained friends. She's probably the only one in the membership that I still allow into my spirit space. And I love all the other women that were in the membership, but she's probably the only one that I feel like I can still have a chat with. We still talk in the DM a lot, several times a week. She helps me with some things, with some clients that I'm trying to recruit. I help her with. So now we're just colleagues. We're sisters, we're colleagues, and we help each other. But Dr. Moni took the same knowledge that I was teaching all the other women on the membership, and she rose, she just elevated with it. She signed up a client for $3,000. I remember the day she told me she signed up the client. She came to me so happy, and I said, "You are still happy now?" I said, "Just raise the thing to 10,000. I said, "You're a cardiologist. You've been a cardiologist for how many years? Raise this price to 10,000. But I know she'll get there." But she was so happy that day. I had been telling her, I said, "You're still going to sell this 3,000 thing. Don't reduce your prices. Don't hesitate. Don't be concerned. Just keep doing what you're doing." And sometimes I'll give her some hints. I'll say, "Do it this a little bit differently. Do the," and she won't feel big. Like, who is this doctor? Who is this pediatrician telling me, a cardiologist, what to do? She'll take the thing, the advice I give her humbly, and she'll implement it. So there's so many things I can say about Dr. Moni. This is why, for me, I'm so intuitive. When I see women who are doing well, I can tell you why they're doing well. I can do an analysis of why they're doing well. Dr. Moni has all the qualities of a woman who is going to make millions and succeed and do so well, because she has a growth mindset. She doesn't feel big. For some of the advice I've given you, Dr. Moni, some people who are not even, they're not even talk less of cardiologists. They have not even, they don't even have any qualifications. Like, if I give them some of the advice I've given you, they will take it personally. "Oh, who is this one that is always correcting? Oh, is this one?" Women are so sensitive and they feel so big. But you took all of what you learned from that membership and you implemented everything plus more. And you've had group coaching that has sold out. You've sold a high ticket thing. You're in Nigeria. You've had all of this success just from membership. And some women will pay $10,000 for coaching. Tammy, let's just zip up. They will pay $10,000 for coaching and they will not implement nada.
Do you know that you said earlier that, the money you have to pay for something has to pinch? Now, I've realized that it's not the volume of money that has to pinch. For me, I'm an Ijebu woman. $40 is a lot of money. Hey! I spend $40 on something. I will die there.
But it's not about the money. It's about, honestly, Dr. Moni, it's about your desire to do better. It's about, it's about your desire to do better. It's about your desire to help people. It's about your desire to show a good example to your daughters. It's about your desire. It's about you knowing who created you, right? That the God who created you has given you the ability to prosper. It's not about being Ijebu. It's about you having that desire to have a meaningful life, It's about you knowing that, okay, if Dr. Yabo can charge $25,000, I can do it. If this coach over there can charge
Ah.
$100,000, I can do. It's about those things, and otherwise we'll be here all day. But I want us to kind of now go into self-esteem and self-worth, because we've talked about mastering your skills, right? And mastering your skills, we've talked about for the last 1 hour. So if you missed it, by the way, this replay is going to be on YouTube. Another business decision. Dr. Moni, when did I decide, make that business decision? When did I call you
Like
to make that decision?
a minute before we went on, or 2 minutes before we went on. Yeah.
So when you're with women who are thinking business decisions, okay, they are not, did I call you to say, does my wig look good? or does my lipstick look good? Or is my, some people, when they go, before they go live, what they'll be saying is, do I look okay? Do I, am I okay without wearing my false lashes? I was okay the way I was. I said, Dr. Moni, because of this, because of that, because of this, I'm going to post this live on YouTube. It was a business decision. You learned, I learned. So, by the way, guys, if you want to watch this video, I don't know what Dr. Moni is going to do with it. She'll tell us in a second. But you're not going to find this video on my feed. So if you want to tell your friends to come and watch it, please tell them to search Dr. Yabo Webzo on YouTube and go and watch it there, okay? Another business decision. But we're now going to talk about, for 10 minutes, Dr. Moni, then let's just be done, because otherwise we'll be here all day. I posted a couple reels about self-esteem and self-worth for the past 1 week, and my DMs have been bursting, literally bursting, with women of all, from all walks of life, shouting and literally screaming for help, that Dr. Yabo, please help me. I'm married, my self-esteem is very low. I'm single, my self-esteem is very low. Dr. Yabo, I'm in my 50s, my self-esteem is low. Dr. Yabo, I'm in my 20s. So many women are struggling with low self-esteem. What can we do about it? How can they start to increase their self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence? I know it's a very complex topic, but give us some few words of wisdom of how women can start to, and I think it's related to all of this mastery of skills. This is why I put it together. So how can they start to increase their self-esteem and self-worth?
So honestly, the first thing you need to do is understand that, you know, you have value. Because you're female doesn't mean that you have less value than your male counterparts. First thing. Second thing, associations. If you keep being associated, as in, if you keep talking to people who also have low self-esteem, all of you will not live where you are. Then look for strong female role models, whether the ones you can see or the ones you cannot see. For a long time, those who know me know, I have a lot of international and local Black female role models that I look up to, that I want to be like. And when I tell my friends, I want to be like this person, they're like, yeah, I see a piece of her in you. Okay? As in, I love Michelle Obama. When her book first came out, I bought the hardcover, you know, that initial copy. I paid a lot of money.
Me too.
I read the book back to back. I refuse to loan anybody that book. I will not borrow you that book. If you want to read that book, sit in my office and read it, you know. I love Viola Davis. I like Oprah. Niger people, I like Moabudu, because she's, regardless of whatever you say about these women, they have built their empires.
Yes.
Out of practically nothing.
Yes.
And the only difference between me and them is probably location. And maybe, yes, some opportunity, but truly, opportunity you create. Many times. So you need to find strong female role models.
Opportunities. I love that. Yeah.
You need to find strong female role models. What are you doing on the internet? What are you doing on social media? Don't get me wrong, I follow gossip columns. I listen to gist. But are you following women who you want to be like? Before I paid for your coaching, Dr. Yabo, I followed you for years.
I know.
When your master class was 2005, I did not have money. When it was 5,000, I still did not have money. The day you put up that membership poster, $40. That was the day. Immediately I paid. Sharp. This woman is doing promo. Okay, oh, finally, this doctor. I can finally join this woman's coaching. Because your promo, that's joy. Promo. I quickly paid. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understood the value of what you were offering, and I realized that $40 a month was like stealing. So quickly, I went to look for my credit card. I paid. You understand what I'm saying? So who are you following? There's some people that have unfollowed because all they do is go to one morning till night. So there's some women I follow because I'm like, see how she talks, see how she dresses. You know, listen to her story. Oh my God, you know, she comes from the same background as me. She looks like me. She talks like me. And from there, you now realize that if this woman can do what she is doing, regardless of what they say, she slept with 10,000 men. Okay. Other people sleep with 100,000 men and still don't make anything out of it. They still don't use the money well. They still don't use the opportunity well, but they've slept with all the men in Lagos. So forget that one. She slept with 10,000 men. Okay. Let's pick the good things she has done. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to find somebody you want to be like and move with them. Be like them. You get what I'm saying? And then with time, you now realize that you are changing. And then many times you need to drop your friends. Stop all these friends because we are move with people that you want to be like. Before you know it, you are acting like them, you're talking like them, you're dressing like them. They're introducing you to people, you're moving in the correct circles. There's some places I've been to, I'll come home and I'll be like, hey, my husband, see where I went today. We are not living in this Lagos, so there's some people in this Lagos. Do you understand?
Yes.
So the honest truth is, you can't just be in a pity party. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to come to your house and come and save you from your problems. I have my own problems. I can't come to your house and save you. You have to first of all, make the move. Yorubas have a proverb that says, "Omotoba shikpa nye mangbe." It means that it's the child that stretches to be carried that the mom will carry. If the child does not stretch his hands, nobody will carry the child. Leave the child there. You're okay. You don't want me to carry you. So you need to first of all realize, okay, I have this self-esteem problem. How do I even solve this problem? I need to save myself. Nobody's going to come and save you. Your husband will not save you. Your children will. And your children are learning from you, especially if you have girl children.
Yes.
Your children learn everything they know about life from you.
Yeah.
Everything they watch you, everything you take, everything you condone, everything they think that's normal.
Yes.
I tell my children, your gender is not, you can be what you want to be. Oh, someone said because I'm a girl. I'm like, who said that? Let me go and fight the person because you're a girl. And so, like I said, I'm trying to become like my friend, but it's a journey. So I'm like, because you're a girl, someone will say, oh, that course is for boys. I'm like, who said so? Which course is for boys? Who said that? How can you say that? Or you are in school, they are saying girls should learn makeup, boys should learn electronics. Why? Why can't everybody decide what they want to learn? What if the boy wants to learn makeup and the girl wants to learn electronics? Why are you separating them by gender? So that's all I have to say. Don't say because this helpless female thing is only in fairy tales it works, so it doesn't work in real life. There's no Prince Charming anywhere coming to save you. No knights riding a white horse. You need to learn to save yourself. Simple.
That is it, guys. Creativity, patience. We will pull it up from the net. Dr. Moni, we need to do a number 2, but everything.
At this rate, we'll do a 10-part series, and it still will not be enough.
Well, we need to come back because we didn't even discuss the creativity and patience. Then you and I need to do a topic of the business of healthcare.
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing.
We need to do a series on that one, the business of healthcare. When we do it, then we'll just go and post it on our YouTube. We need to
Mm-hmm.
do that
Mm-hmm.
because it is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Especially these days, healthcare is changing rapidly, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling sorry for all of those people in their 20s and 30s who are
Mm-hmm.
not changing with healthcare, because healthcare is
Mm-hmm.
changing rapidly. It's
Mm-hmm.
changing rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the
Mm-hmm.
healthcare field and you're not creating your personal brand like Dr. Moni and I are doing, in the next 5 years,
You're going to be left behind.
you watch this
You're
video
going
and
to
you
be left
say,
behind.
I should
Mm-hmm.
have. All of you in
Mm-hmm.
healthcare, and I didn't say nobody, and some of us still have to see the patients in the hospital, but you can see the patients in the hospital, still find time to create your personal brand, because everything is getting digitalized. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
going to be virtual. So if you're still running around doing this locum, doing that locum, getting burnt out, getting on the online space is where you should be focusing on. There are many of you that I
Mm-hmm.
come to your DM and I even reach out, cold DM you and say, you're a nurse, you're a doctor. Let me help you build your brand. Oh, I'm too
Mm-hmm.
busy. Oh, I have too much on my plate. I want to clear this in the next 6 to 9 months. Maybe 6 to 9 months will become 69 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
we need to talk, we need to do one. Let's do that series when we both have
Mm-hmm.
time, the healthcare, the business of a healthcare.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to, that one
Definitely.
is so important. So Dr. Moni, now
Definitely.
before we go,
Mm-hmm.
you have to help some women today to
Mm-hmm.
know how to come to you, because we can talk about money. I can teach you, I can say come and pay me 100,000 for me to teach you personal brand and business. If your diabetes is not under control, if your high
Mm-hmm.
blood pressure is not under control, if you're a ticking
Mm-hmm.
time bomb,
Mm-hmm.
all of it cannot work. So Dr. Moni, tell women how they can come and work with you and why, as women, we need to start
Mm-hmm.
taking our health seriously. Then we're out of here.
Okay, as women, we take care of everybody but ourselves. We take our kids to the hospital, we take our husbands to the hospital, we care, and we tend to leave ourselves behind. Now, many people don't know, and we keep saying this, heart disease kills more people, more women than cancer, because there's so much story about cancer, this, cancer, that. But heart disease and stroke kills more women than cancer does. And heart disease can be prevented. Heart disease doesn't just occur. Heart disease, if you have a heart attack today, the problem that led to that heart attack started 10 years before today.
Wow.
And what are these problems? Overweight, hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, some women are in my DM, I'm pre-diabetic. Help me. I'm like, okay, fine. I will help you. But I will not help you for free because of two things. Just like you said, people don't appreciate free stuff. Number one. Number two, my time is my greatest commodity.
Yes.
Followed closely by my intelligence and my intellect and my experience.
Yes.
In that order.
Yes.
So you need to pay such that I will give you my time. And I'll give you my time 100%, and I'll be dedicated to you improving, such that you will tell people, I paid this doctor a lot of money, but see how she helped me. Okay, so that is extremely important. So I don't do free coaching. If you need free stuff, I have a free ebook, I have free videos. Please watch and do that. Now, the people that I have coached, even my group coaching, when I still had it, was not cheap. Because I had people tell me, oh, why are you not charging 1,000 for your WhatsApp group coaching? I don't do WhatsApp group coaching. I dedicate hours of my time to help you. My time is precious. My team, I have 2 people on my team, 3 people. I have my PA, who is my admin. I have my personal trainer who learned how to train people in the UK. It's not a Nigerian-based trainer. I have my cardiac nutritionist who also schooled abroad. So all of us are using our time and skills and talents to help you improve your health. Now, there's no magic potion. There's no magic pill you're going to swallow that automatically make you a lean machine. You need to do the work. Okay, so we will coach you. We will give you the tools so that you can carry on whatever it is we teach you past the 12, 8, or 4 weeks mark, and you can live a better life. I don't do weight loss coaching. If you want to lose weight for your wedding, please don't come to my gym. I specifically coach people who want to change their lifestyle because of their health.
Yeah.
That health part is extremely important. We will
Yes.
change the way you eat. We will change the way you think, eat, sleep. And it's not just giving you a meal plan. We'll give you a complete life 360, such that when you emerge at the end of the 12, 8, or 4 weeks program, you're going to be a different person, the way you think, the way you look at food, the way you compose yourself. And that knowledge is what you're going to use to prevent your diabetes, your hypertension, your pre-diabetes from ending up in heart disease or a heart attack. Because 18 million people die every year from heart disease and stroke all over the world. And 80% of those deaths could be prevented.
Right.
Imagine if you had a family member that died of a heart attack or a stroke. If the person had prevented that heart attack, the person may still be alive today.
Yes.
Imagine that. And then you see all this money we're acquiring. You see, when you are sick, there's some illnesses you cannot throw money at.
No.
When you have heart failure and you need a new heart, I tell people, if you want to pray for one organ to fail, praise your kidney, because your friend can donate a spare kidney for you. But if your heart should go and mistakenly fail, who is going to give you their heart? Somebody has to die for you to get a new heart. The list for heart transplants, even in the US, is long. Dr. Yabo, you know. Some people die waiting for a new heart, 6 years, 8 years, they don't have a new heart because somebody has to die before they give you heart now. Not to talk of you are a black person, you are an immigrant. You think they'll give you heart before they'll give Oyinbo heart. Then to make it worse, you are even an African, even in Africa. You're on your own. So all we have is prevention. That is all we have. Even if you have 10 million gazillion dollars, you cannot go to Walmart to buy a new heart. You can't. And if you have a stroke and you're bedridden, you cannot go to Sainsbury's to buy a new brain. So the best bet we have is to spend money on preventing disease. It's cheaper, it's easier, and it is just better for your general well-being. And when you're healthy, your business improves, your family life improves.
Oh, yes.
You and your children get closer because now you can run around with them. Your sex life improves.
Did you see me dancing this morning?
Your sex life improves. You and your spouse get closer because
I like that one.
So it's a win-win. Everybody wins.
I like that advantage. That sex life one.
I'm sure. Everybody wins when your health is top-notch.
Yes.
So why won't you pay top dollar for that? I really don't know, honestly.
No, it's important. And unfortunately, many women are ignorant about what works for health. The social media, internet, Google, all of these things are just confusing people. It's like some people now think doctors are bad. Some people now, we could, like I said, we can be here all day. But guys, Dr. Moni is a cardiologist. She's a heart health coach. She's a board certified, double everything. She's been a cardiologist for years. Okay. So if you are looking to improve your health, yes, she does do the weight loss part as well. But what she's saying is that, your motivation has to be your health. Your motivation can be your looks. Okay. Your motivation has to be your health. So if your motivation is that you want to stay alive for your kids, you want to stay alive for your grandchildren, you want to stay alive to fulfill your purpose on this earth, go and see her. We didn't say that you shouldn't have a doctor where you are. You should still have a doctor, but their coaches, it's like, it's kind of like sports coach. People who are athletes, they have maybe a PE teacher, but they also have a sports coach if they want to elevate and become even better. Because people will say, oh, I already have a doctor. Yeah, you still need a doctor. But if you want somebody to coach you with the prevention, with the lifestyle, because your doctor, you go and see them, they probably spend maximum 10 to 15 minutes with you in the doctor's office. And then they jump. That's what I'm saying, maximum.
With the queue outside.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
Hello, how are you?
that's it.
Refill medication, go.
They've jumped to the next room. Dr. Moni, you have her again. I don't want to say what the program is like, but you have her with you as
One
your
hour,
coach.
1 hour every week for 12, 8 or 4 weeks, depending on what you pick. And unlimited access by phone, email, and and that. Of course, unlimited meaning that within reason. You cannot be calling me at 2 a.m. in the morning. I
With
will not pick your phone.
boundaries. With boundaries. Oh yeah, I tell them to, with boundaries. So
With boundaries,
your
yes.
motivation has to be your health. We're too, if your motivation is your health, last you look good. You guys look at me and like, she's 52, how does she? You know why? Because my motivation is my health. You guys see me walking, doing my lives. This morning I was walking, doing my lives. You see me exercising. You see me drinking my water. You see me drinking my green tea. You see me getting vitamin D in the sun. I go for my checkups. I told Dr. Moni I just went for my checkup a day after
Yeah.
my birthday. Everything was
Birthday.
fine. My hemoglobin A1C was 5. 5. Is it 5? Yeah. It's 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be more than 6.5. Once it's more than 6.5, there's a problem.
My hemoglobin A1C was 5. My cholesterol was like
Uh-uh.
120.
Correct.
So, but it's not by chance. It's because I just be eating blueberries every day. My kids look at me like, it's not that I love blueberries, but I know it's good for me. So I just eat it. I'll eat apple. At the same time, I'll also eat cake. Like this evening, I'm going to balance with a slice of cake. It's Mother's Day and a glass of wine. But tomorrow, will you see me eating cake and wine? No. Tuesday, will you see me eating cake and wine? No. So guys, go and hire Dr. Moni. At the end of the day, today we're telling you need about 18,000 or 20,000 because you go and pay Dr. Moni first. You go and register with her. I think it's 3,000 she charges, or maybe it's now 5,000.
For now.
I don't know. Go to her
No,
DM.
for now.
For now,
It's three till January.
For now, it's $3,000 till January. Wow, you have more than 6 months, but go and do it now. Go and sign up with Dr. Moni to start taking care of your health. Then come and sign up with me and Tammy to help you elevate your brand, to start making money, and then you will age backwards. Sure, you want to start looking like you're 35 when you're 50. Go and take care of your health with Dr. Moni. Come and take care of it's not man that will make you look young. So all of you that are chasing after man, if you chase after man, you will get old overnight. I'm telling you. All of you that think, when I get married, marriage is wonderful, it's beautiful. But if you keep chasing after men, you will get wrinkles. Let the men come and find you. It's true. All of you that are you're chasing after me. I don't chase after any man. When I was divorced for 10 years, yes, I was on Match.com. I'll see a handsome guy, I'll message them. But once I message them, that's it. I'll wait for them to come and chase me. All of the expensive restaurants in Buckhead, I visited each and every one of them. And they were paid. I enjoyed my life. I don't chase after any man. I don't. So if you keep chasing after men, you'll get old. What you should be chasing after is your health with Dr. Moni, who is a cardiologist. She's a Black woman like most of you. She understands our limitations. She herself has lost a ton of weight. You can go and listen to her story. Hire people who know. All of these fad diets and this and that and that. You can still eat. You can still eat a banefo. You can still eat. Please, honestly, I'm serious because too many of us women are dying before the age of 40 from preventable diseases. So go to Dr. Moni to help you enhance your health. Then come to Tammy and I to help you make money. And your life, you will not, you yourself, you look in the mirror in about 4 weeks, you won't recognize yourself anymore. Even your husband will just be begging you, pay you are not going to go anywhere. He would, in fact, before you know it, you'll see a ticket to Bora Bora on the bed. Your husband will say, my wife has here. Come and see my wife. Oh, she's commanding 5,000 on Instagram from Dr. Yabo. Come and see my wife. Oh, she's healthy. She's confident because of Dr. Moni. This woman, but that's life. You know,
Yeah.
when you elevate yourself, a good man will love that. He will,
A
in fact,
quality man.
oh, a good quality, high value man will respect you. He will adore you. He will admire you. He'll start treating you like an egg that should not even drop.
Mhm.
I'm telling you.
Mhm.
But you women have got it all
Wrong.
upside down.
Yeah.
We're out of
Yeah.
here. We've been talking for 2 hours. Guys.
2 hours. That's why I have a good night.
Isn't it? It's almost 2 hours, oh.
It's time to go. It's time to go. You know me, I'm in Nigeria. This is, what time is it now?
Both of us
Wow, it's
talk too much.
10:46.
Bye, guys. We will
No.
do a part 2 later. Dr. Moni, thank you so much. Thank you. God
You're
bless you.
welcome.
Go to my
Amen.
YouTube to watch the replay. Go to Dr.
Mhm.
Moni's page. Follow her. Go to her DM and sign up with her. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye,
Bye.
Dr. Moni. God
Bye.
bless. Bye.
God bless. Bye.